In the brutal island-hopping campaign of the Pacific War, the United States military faced a critical problem. Japanese intelligence was brilliant, breaking every code they could devise. A new kind of weapon was needed. The solution was found not in a laboratory, but on the vast, windswept reservations of the American Southwest. A language, ancient and unwritten, spoken by the Diné, the Navajo people. This is the story of one of the 400 young Navajo men who were recruited by the Marines to become code talkers. His words, and the words of his brothers, would form the only military code in modern history that was never broken. This is a letter from Private First Class Chaveo Begay, written from the black sands of Iwo Jima, to his grandfather on the reservation in Arizona.
Dearest Chei, my grandfather, I hope this letter finds you walking in beauty. I am trying to do the same, but it is difficult in a place so far from our sacred mountains. This island is a strange land, born of fire and black sand. The ground is hot to the touch, and the angry mountain, Suribachi, watches over us like a vengeful spirit. It is a place out of balance. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur and iron, and the constant noise of the iron birds overhead, and the iron rain that falls from the sky. They have given me a special job here, Chei, a job only a few of us can do. They have asked me to speak with the sacred wind. I sit in a hole in the ground with a talking wire, and I send the words of our people across the island. The other Marines, the Bilagana, they call it code. To me, it is just the language you taught me, the language the teachers at the boarding school tried to beat out of me. Isn't that a strange thing? The very words they called worthless are now the words that are saving their lives. When I speak into the talking wire, I use our world to describe theirs. I say, big bird for a bomber, iron fish for a submarine, and hummingbird for a fighter plane. A nest of iron birds, a school of iron fish. I give the positions of the troublesome coyotes, and I tell our warriors where the iron rain will fall next. The other Marines watch me, and they hear only gibberish. They look at me with a strange mix of confusion and respect. They do not understand, but I know you would. You would understand that we are using the beauty of our world to fight the ugliness of this one. I feel a great pride in this, but it is a heavy pride, Chei, a lonely pride. The burden of this secret is great. I am a Marine, just like the man next to me. We eat the same food. We sleep in the same mud, but we are not the same. He can shout his fears and his triumphs to his brothers. I cannot. My triumphs are secrets that win battles. My fears are that I might say a word incorrectly, that my message might be misunderstood, and that my mistake would cost the lives of men. The weight of these words is more than any pack I must carry. Last night, we were pinned down. The coyotes were hidden in caves on the hillside, and their fire was precise. We could not advance. My lieutenant, a good man from a place called Illinois, crawled over to me. His face was black with soot. He was yelling over the noise, telling me to call the big guns on the water, to tell them where to send the thunder. His eyes were desperate, and so I spoke to the wind. I told the iron fish where the coyotes were hiding. Minutes later, the thunder came. The whole hillside erupted in fire, and then there was silence. The coyotes were gone. The lieutenant patted my shoulder. He said, "Good work, Chief. He will never know that the words that saved him were the same words you used to tell me stories of the first people by the fire." I am tired, Chei. This is a hard path to walk. The world here is full of ghosts and noise, and it is hard to keep Hojo, the balance, in my heart. When I return, I ask that you hold a blessing way ceremony for me. I will need to be cleansed of this. I will need to be reminded of how to walk in beauty again. Please, tell grandmother I am safe. Tell her I remember her stories. They are my shield. Your grandson, Chaveo. Chaveo Begay's grandfather received that letter weeks later. He sat in the doorway of his hogan, reading the words his grandson had sent from a world away. He understood every metaphor, every unspoken plea. He understood the profound irony and the profound honor of his grandson's duty. The Navajo Code was used in every major assault in the Pacific, from 1942 to 1945. It was a flawless, secret weapon. The Code Talkers' contributions were classified for decades, their stories untold. They were quiet heroes who fought with a weapon forged from culture and who carried the silent burden of a secret that helped win the war. They were the sacred wind that could not be broken,